Hi everybody, welcome to using Google Slides to create animations. In this video you are going to learn how to create a Bitmoji animation similar to this one using Creator Studio. You are also going to learn how to create an animation similar to this one that I uploaded to Google Classroom, where you can change your Google Classroom banner and get it a little animated for your students to enjoy. Now, please note that when you upload an image or something else to the Google Classroom banner, they will darken it a little bit for whatever reason, I don't know. So it will look a little dark when you upload it. So I tend to use just light colors so it doesn't seem as dark. So you will learn how to create something similar to this using Screencastify. So the first thing that I'm going to show you how to make is the dancing Bitmoji. Okay, so the first thing that you would need to do is open up your Google Slides and name it however you would want to name it. I'm naming this one Creator Studio. You would need two things before you can get started. The first thing that you will need to get is the Google Slide add-on called Creator Studio. So to get that, you would go to add-ons, get add-ons, and search Creator Studio. There is a free version. That's all I use it for, is the free version. And I already have it installed, so you would get that installed. The second thing that you would need to get if you do not have it already is your Bitmoji extension. So I already have it added on here, but to get your Bitmoji extension added on, you would go to the App Store, search for Bitmoji, and you'd get that add-on. Now, you cannot change your clothes or do anything with your Bitmoji from the extension. You would also need to get the Bitmoji app on your phone, and you would create your Bitmoji through your phone. And then once you get your extension, it will transfer your Bitmoji over there and you can use it. So you will need to get your Bitmoji extension app on your phone, create a fun Bitmoji for your students to enjoy, and then get the extension. So you would need those two things first before you before you can do this activity. So I have to hit the back button there. Okay, so again, you would need the add-on Creator Studio and the Bitmoji extension and also a Bitmoji. But you don't always have to use Bitmojis to create animation. You can create like fun animations even with math problems or anything like that with Creator Studio. I'm just showing you how to create one using your Bitmoji. So once you have everything that you need, you will go to your Bitmoji extension and search pose. And I search pose because that means there'll be no words on it. So if you want a Bitmoji without any words, you can search pose, and for the most part, you would not see any words. And you're going to kind of want to visualize what you want your Bitmoji to do. So let's say I want first my Bitmoji to wave. I just drag and drop it right onto the Google Slides. Okay, and then I do new slide, and then I'm gonna make sure that the layout is blank. And then let's say I want my Bitmoji then to maybe point, which I think I'm making the same Bitmoji that I have on there. And then let's say then do new slide. I'm gonna search for pose again. And let's say I want my Bitmoji to jump up. Okay. And then I usually just duplicate the slides. I don't know if you need to, but I usually like to do at least one more. So I'll copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, and then paste there. Okay, so once you have what you want your animation to do, and again, you don't have to just use Bitmojis. You can create math problems or anything like that to make just anything change, like a GIF. So then you would go to Add-ons, Creator Studio, and I would create a GIF. Okay, and then I don't really know what pixels means, but I think I do know the larger the number, the better in pixels. So I just changed it to 1600. And then the interval time, I just make it like a half a second, but you can play around with it and see if it even looks better if you make it faster or slower. And then as you can see, there is a premium version that you can pay for that you can make video with audio. The only thing I use Creator Studio for right now is this animated GIF, and I haven't even tried these two things yet. And so then you hit go. So it's going to create it. And then right here is the download button, or you can even preview it first too, but I'll just download it. Okay, and then once it's downloaded, you can check your downloaded folder. And then if you click on it, it's going to look like this. But if you move it to if you text it to somebody or and I'll show you, upload it to the slide that you want it on, it's not going to look like that. So then let's go to the slide, back to the slide so you can see. And let me just insert a blank one here. And then if I go and drag it and drop it in there, as you can see, there it is. That's what it would look like. Now, please note, it's not transparent. So it has a white background. So if you click on the cactus on this slide, there is actually going to be a video that shows you unscreen, what unscreen.com is, and that is removing background in videos. And it's also going to show you remove BG, which removes the background in images. So if you want to know how you can remove that white background, watch that cactus video for those two tips. Another thing that I did when I created my dancing emoji for this, I actually created it within this background. So then it was really clear. So if you have a background that you're going to insert your dancing Bitmoji in, I could have inserted this background and not have had a white background, if that makes sense. And then you don't have to use the unscreen.com to remove the background. But this does have a white background there. So just show you what I mean by that, if I change the background on this slide to gray, done. There's a white background. Okay, and so that is how you could make an animated Bitmoji that you can just add in to your slides, lesson slides. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you in this video is how to make a animation similar to the one on Google Classroom here. Okay, so the first thing that you would need to do is open up Google Slides and name it, whatever you want to name it. And then you are going to do File, and you need to change the size. It's taking a minute. File, page setup. Okay. You need to go to Custom, and the size that you want to change it to, which I always forget, but I took a screenshot of the size that I want, is 16.17 and 4.17. So in inches. So you want to change this to 16.17 and this to 4.17 and hit apply. And that is the size of the Google Classroom banner. Okay, so then this just takes some visualizing, and I'm just going to make a very a simple one. But one thing that is on the Google Slides, also, if you click on the cactus, click on the cactus, it's actually, you're going to be shown a template of already created banners. I did not make these banners. I'm a part of a Facebook group called Bitmoji Craze Educators, and a lot of the teachers on there share the things that they make for us to use, which is great. So if you really are into Bitmojis, you can join that Facebook group, and there's a lot of free resources, that teacher created resources. So a teacher, Mrs. Nugent, made these already. So you can go ahead and see if there's one that you already like. So I'm going to go through here and just find one that I already like, or you can go ahead and use one of these backgrounds already. So you would go there, and so I'm just going to pick one that I already like, and let's do this one. So I'm going to copy this, go to the banner, and paste it in there. And I'm going to do not link. I'm just going to delete that one. Okay, and then I'm going to change the font to welcome students, Mrs. Walters class. You can probably be a little bit more creative than that. Okay, so I'm already going to use an already created one. If you want to know how to create these from scratch, instead of using an already created one, you can go to my PD video on making Bitmoji classrooms. But right now I'm just showing how to do animation, not creating a classroom. So we're going to use one that's already made. So again, that is a resource that you can get so you don't have to create from scratch. Just click on the cactus and just click use template, and you will get the resource. So if you click on this cactus here, and it's going to show you a template, and then you can use template, and it's going to make a copy of this resource in your drive. Okay, so here we go. Now again, it's kind of the same idea. You're going to find the Bitmojis that you like, and let's say I just want to walk across. So I'm going to make it really easy here, and I can do a walking across one. And then, so then I have my Bitmoji there. Then I'm going to duplicate the slide. Okay, and then I'm going to move her just a little bit. And then I'm going to duplicate it again. And then maybe instead of moving, maybe I kind of want to slide. I won't be too boring on this video. There is a slide one. Sometimes you have to search a while to find the Bitmoji that you like. Let me try walk. Let me try slide. There is one that I'm thinking of. For some reason, I can't find it. Oh, maybe it's under dance. I can't find the one that I'm looking for, but let me go, and I'm going to do this one here. So, and obviously I'm going to delete that one here. And I don't want her facing that direction right now. So I'm going to rotate her horizontally. So right now I have this, then I do this. Then I'm going to duplicate that slide. And then I'm going to move her a little bit, and then also maybe turn her around. And then I'm going to duplicate this slide again, and then maybe I'm going to go back to walking. So I'm going to copy this one, put her in there a little bit ahead, delete. Also, another thing that you can do, sometimes you can't grab that one. You could scoot it, but I've been going into the cut tool, and sometimes if you just make it a little bit smaller, you won't have that much room. And now I can click on the one and delete her. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate the slide again, move her a little bit, and then duplicate the slide again. I mean, you can get even fancier and change the font, like change the words up there and make them really fancy, or you can make them as simple as you want to make the animations. But the more you start doing it, the more you become comfortable in doing new things and trying new things. So duplicate slide, and then maybe I want to choose something else, which I don't know why I can't find that sliding one that I usually use. I mean, I guess I could put her on the ground and have her slide, and it's not. Let me see what's run. I can run in. Oh, I can even do something fast there. I guess maybe I'll just have her wave a little bit here. So I am going to go and do the pose, maybe have her wave now. And then again, if you use that, I can't grab that Bitmoji, but if you get used to using that cut tool, you can cut it and make the image smaller so it's not taking up so much room. Now I can, and that helps too when you're putting in this furniture and things like that. So maybe that's all I want my Bitmoji to do right now, just to show you what you're gonna need to do to make it. So now you have your Bitmoji doing your things. And there's also things that you can add in there. You can add animations. So I can click on her. I can go to add animation. And then I could make her, let's see here, spin maybe. I don't know. And then I'm just showing you how you can use an animation within your. So right now, I'm just going to close. I have her spinning. Let's see if I like it. You could test out what it looks like by going to present and just clicking. So here I am, and I spun. I did that kind of fast. Let me go back to slide one. So I'm going, and I spin up, and then there I am. I'm just going to keep the animation in there. So now, let's say you have everything done that you want to animate, and you have everything in there. You are now going to go to Screencastify. So I'm going to open up a new window. I have this Screencastify extension, so I'll click on that. Let me sign in. And which is weird because I don't think I've ever done Screencastify and made another video. So then I'm going to record. Okay, now, and I'm going to record my screen. Click share. And let me click to the one that we just made. And let me make sure I'm on slide number one. And now I'm going to go to present. And I'm just clicking through it. And that was the end. Then I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to hit stop on Screencastify. So now here I am on Screencastify. There's my video. And now I don't want any of that. So I'm going to cut it to where I want it to start. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut it to where I want it to start. And then I'm going to take my end and I'm going to cut it to where I want it to end. I'm just trying to get an idea of where it's at. And then let me just move it and see this is what I wanted. So you move it back and forth. Okay, here I am. There's my animation. I spun. I could probably make it a little bit shorter. Because I probably just want to do it right until it ends. Okay, so now I got it to where I wanted it to be by cutting it, because you don't need the whole thing. There you go. And then I spin, and there's my animation. Then I save trim, and it's going to tell you, hey, if you do this, you can't go back. Or maybe I took out that warning. But usually it'll say, are you sure you want to do this? Okay, so there's my trim. And then I'm going to go to downloads. And you're exporting it as an animated GIF. So you're just going to export that. And you wanted it to be like, I think in the video that I watched around this, but you can always play around to see how many pixels you want it. And then you export it, taking a minute, and then download. Okay, so then it would be in my downloads. There it is. And again, it's going to look how that other one looked, like it's nothing. So then you would go to your Google Classroom. And which one do I want to change? I'm going to just change my student council header. Okay, and then you're going to upload a photo, select from your computer, and find the right one. So there's that one. That's the one that I wanted. Sometimes I have a lot of things in my downloads and I constantly have to clean it out. And there it is right there. And what's perfect is it is all light. So you do want a light background. And then you click select class theme. And there it is. And if you do see that it looks like this might look like a little bit blurry to me, I'm wondering if I increased my pixels a little bit bigger, if it would have been not as blurry. But there you go. That's what you would have in your Google Classroom. So hopefully you learned two tools that you could apply to your lessons using Creator Studio to create like a simple kind of animation or a GIF, and using Screencastify to create more of an animated um, image. So again, if you click on the cactus, it will take you to that resource that you can use and save. And if you click on the pineapple, it will take you to what Remove BG is and what unscreen.com is. So two resources you might want to add into your classroom. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the other videos that we are providing for you.